In this video, I'm gonna break down exactly how to find the best real estate deals across the country. And it doesn't matter what kind of asset class you're trying to buy, single family, multifamily, commercial, it doesn't matter. This deal framework can help you no matter what. If you don't know who I am, my name is Antoine Martel. I've been investing in real estate for the last 10 years. I flipped 650 houses. I've done 300 wholesale deals. I bought hundreds of units of apartments, and I run and operate on a daily basis my real estate fund, and we're looking actively for multifamily properties across the country. This year alone, we've made 4 acquisitions so far, and we're looking for more. And this framework is what I've been using for the last 10 years to help me find the best real estate deals. So if you're looking for real estate deals or wondering where you can find your next deal, this framework will help. So with that being said, let's get into the video. Here it is in all its glory. It took a lot of time to get it to actually be in deal, but the actual framework is DEAL. And we're gonna go one by one with this deal framework. First thing with the deal framework, which you can use to go out there and find deals, is dependability. Most of the deals that I've done, again, I've done single family, multifamily, commercial, tons of different ways to invest in real estate. And most of these have come from relationships and broker relationships. So this deal framework is what I would highly recommend in terms of your relationships. Now, if you're working with thousands of different wholesalers on and off market, different brokers, all that kind of stuff, it's honestly going to be pretty tough for you to be able to scale. In finding the best deals, I've really found that like narrow and deep is a lot better. So like if you apply the deal framework to your relationships and to your deal finding process, you're going to have a lot more success building relationships with real estate agents and brokers to find the best deals because they go and work for you. I see a lot of people try to get into real estate investing and they want to go and find deals and analyze deals all day long and look on Zillow and like call every single broker. It's like, it doesn't really work like that. You want to build a system and an engine that actually have other people going and finding deals for you and bringing them to you. That would be way better, right? Because how many realtors are there on the planet? There's more realtors in America than there are deals. So what if we had all the realtors working for us to go find us deals to bring them to us? You can't work more than however many realtors there are. 300,000 realtors across the country. You can't work more hours in than they can. So we just have to come up with a system and use this framework so that they go find deals and bring them to us. So the first thing one of these realtors or your relationship is going to want out of you and for you to be able to follow in order to get the best deal is dependability. Okay. So this dependability from your end to them is going to build trust. Trust is the currency of real estate. Brokers remember who close fast, who doesn't retrade, and who handles surprises with composure. The best realtors want to work with the most dependable buyers because they don't want to make themselves look bad. They also don't want to waste their fucking time. How can you show dependability? You can show dependability in a couple of different ways. Number one is you can close on time, or let's just leave it like that. You can close. There are so many buyers out there that are like, I don't know why my broker's not sending me another deal. How did the last couple deals with your broker go? Oh, we had to back out last minute, couldn't get financing. That's probably why. The amount of times that I've retraded, that I backed out of a deal, I couldn't even count on 2 hands, maybe on 1 hand. The amount of times that I had to back out of a deal and like lose earnest money due to something on my end is probably less than 5. And I've done like thousands of them, over 1,000, because I've sold other people's stuff too. Closing. You are dependable. Like imagine if you were like the worst client ever. What would the worst real estate client be? He puts everything under contract and he never closes and he never submits earnest money. Okay, we want to be the opposite of that guy. Put everything under contract or put very diligent on what we put under contract. And when we put something under contract, you know I'm going to fucking close. Another thing to go along with that is less emotional. If you're buying a house to live in, again, you can be as emotional as you like. It's your fucking house. If you are buying real estate as an investment, these brokers, the best ones that I've found, do not want to hear about your emotional crises. They want to hear the facts, they want you to state the truth, and they want you to fucking close. Never retrade. Retrade means that you are under contract. You say, oops, I ran my numbers wrong. Oops, I didn't see this. Oops, we didn't know about this. If it's something that you're getting during the inspection or due diligence process that then changes your mind, okay, sure, of course you can retrade. You can ask for a discount. You can work with the seller. But retrading really means like no new information was added and you wanted to retrade and change up the deal. It's like you should have done that fucking homework before. And so when you put something under contract, you want to make sure that you're going to be able to close on that property. If you don't have this like ability to even get this far to be able to like, I don't even have deals coming to me. Show them proof that you're dependable. So how can you show proof that you're dependable? Show them your proof of funds. Show them track records of other deals you've closed with other brokers. Show them the cash in your bank account. When I first started, I used to take a screenshot of my bank account. It had like a couple $100,000 in it. I used to send a screenshot and be like, hey, I have this money. I need to spend it. Send me deals. And like, that's how I would get new broker relationships. Number one of the deal framework, dependability. You have to be able to close, be less emotional, never retrade, and proof. A couple examples to kind of like emulate this. I have never retraded on any of my 1,000 deals that I've done. I always show proof to new realtors and new brokers that I know what the fuck that I'm doing. I don't retrade. The opposite of emotional, whatever you want to use for that. Next one, E is going to be engagement. So engagement is the next letter of the deal framework. Now, what does engagement mean? Engagement means that you actually have to engage with these brokers on a consistent basis. I know that it sounds crazy. Aren't they just supposed to send you deals whenever? No, you need to be top of mind. If you are not top of mind, you are not going to get the deal. An example of this, when we started a real estate fund this year, we had hundreds of multifamily real estate brokers. What did we do? We added all of these real estate brokers to our CRM. What do we do with them in the CRM? We email them every single week with our buy box. Why? Because we want to be top of mind. We want to engage with them. You want to communicate weekly with your brokers, especially your core brokers, your top brokers. You want to always have a deal going on with them. Always be asking them what other inventory they have, running things by them, chatting with them. Again, it has to be like a two-way street. It has to be valuable for them as well. It can't just be valuable for you. It's something that you have to do. You have to constantly be in the room in order to get the deal from them. Also, being engaged means communicating back to them. Also, reply. Brokers send stuff all the time, and I think like half the time when they're working with new clients, they send it out just for shits and giggles to see if the person's even going to take the time to analyze it and if they're even going to respond back to them. So like, one great thing that you can do to separate yourself out from other clients is to fucking reply to your email. When they send you a deal and they're like, hey, check out this 20 unit, and you don't respond, why would they send you another deal? We make it like a very, very strict point on our end that when somebody sends us a deal, we respond no matter what. And if our offer is horrendous, if the building's listed for $3 million and our offer is 1, we let them know, hey man, sorry, not gonna work. And then they respond back to us, okay, cool, where were you at? It's like, sorry, like we're even below $2 million on this one. They're gonna be like, get out of town, you know? But then they're gonna send it, but hey, you got anything else? Cool, here's our buy box again. You got anything else that kind of matches this criteria? Another way to stay engaged and to stay top of mind is to visit. So there's airplanes. I highly recommend, if you are not investing in your local market, to go out there, meet them face to face, meet them physically. The amount of deals that we have gotten by flying out to that city or state, taking that broker to lunch, walking a property with the broker, to then get access to other off-market shit that they didn't want to share with us over email and phone because they didn't know if we were real, is insane. Literally, if somebody sends me a deal in a new city and I like the guy or gal that sent me the deal, I like the numbers of the deal, I will just fly out there the next day, meet up with them. Hey, can we walk the property tomorrow? I'll fly in. Yes, I will fly in to the market to meet this new broker to see their deal that they have, even if I'm 50-50 on it. Because I like them, they're like top grossing broker in the city or state or whatever the case may be, right? When you're building a relationship, I will go visit, walk the property with them and be like, at the end of the tour, got anything else? Either one, we're gonna go and drive to other properties right then and there, or two, they don't have anything yet, but who are they gonna send shit to next? I have a story, kind of like an example of this. We were in Chicago. We had 2 buildings under contract. We did 2 inspections back to back. The next day we walked another property with a new broker we hadn't worked with. We walked those 2 projects. We let them know, hey, we got these 2 buildings down the street under contract. We're looking to buy more. He sent us over these buildings off market. We go walk it. That night, when we're in Chicago, before our flight, we send him a detailed response about why we don't want the deal, why you can't buy the deal. He says, okay, cool, no worries. A couple days later, sends another building. Now that other building we're looking to probably put under contract. You see, so it's like being top of mind, being engaged, replying to your emails, visiting, asking questions, showing that you're serious and you're actually like making this a priority. These guys are full-time. Like, a lot of real estate investors are just not full-time. They have full-time jobs, they're doing other shit. Like, real estate brokers love it when their clients are full-time or acting as if they are full-time real estate investors. So that's the second part of the deal process, dependability. Now we got engagement. Next one that we have is alignment. Now, alignment works in a couple different ways. Most of the time, it's gonna be around alignment of the deal. So let me explain. Every single deal that we've done has been like different seller expectations, different broker expectations, different occupancy. Like I mentioned in one of my other videos, and as you may know, you have to buy properties that are 90% occupied in order to get the best financing out there. There's sometimes like an alignment of that. You have to adjust and tweak your numbers to be aligned with the broker, with the seller, with yourself and your clients and your investors. So it's kind of like always being aligned and being easy to work throughout this process, if that makes sense. If you're such a hardball and you're like, oh, not 90% occupied, see you later, you got to get creative and then be easy to work with throughout the creative process. I have had so many brokers tell me, hey guys, we have this building, we want to sell it. our price is 8 million. We have a buyer at 7 million. We really don't want to work with him. It's low and the guy's a piece of shit. If you guys offer 6.5, we'll sell it to you. They would rather make their client less money than deal with a headache person by $500,000. So you have to be creative. You have to be easy to work with. You have to make sure that you are likable in this whole entire process, or else people are just not going to want to work with you. I've run this company called Flip System. We help people fix and flip properties across the country. We've helped like 1,500 people flip over 2,000 properties, I think at this point, definitely over 1,500. And this is like one of the biggest trainings that I have in that entire program is like the likable. I make this course for people to follow along just to learn a bunch about like house flipping, investing in real estate, single family. The biggest takeaway that a lot of people had is like, oh shit, I need to be likable. People go to their jobs. They know they have to be likable for like their boss to keep their fucking job. And then it seems like when they go from like a 9-to-5er to starting their own business and they have their own LLC, then they're like, I don't have anybody to abide by. And then they like treat the realtors on the ground like shit. They hold the keys to the deals. You go get your broker's license and start cold calling, or you treat these people nicely. Those are the two options that you have. So I think alignment, being creative, easy, likable, creative and easy. And this is just around everything around the deal, like financing, closing timelines, due diligence, being easy to work with, inspection process, the construction bid process. Don't let your ego kill these deals. I want you to think about this in like a win-win scenario. What is a win for the broker so that they get paid, the seller so that they get paid and they like them? In multifamily, the sellers probably have more deals. So if you want to get more deals from that seller, highly, highly recommend that you go out there and you try to find more. You're easy to work with these brokers and with the sellers so that they keep sending you more and more deals. The last one that we have here is, I accidentally used it right here, but it goes to the next one as well. Having alignment, but also like being likable and easy to work with throughout the entire process. There's a couple different like traits you need here. I want you to be like calm, transparent, keep your word, fun. You can be not liking to talk, very autistic, not be like a complete introvert and still be calm and transparent and still keep your word. This is not about like, oh, you must be an extrovert and like everybody must like you. I definitely think there's like a middle ground to everything. In terms of the likability aspect, like I want you to be calm, transparent, keep your word is probably the biggest one. And that kind of goes back up to here too, like the dependability side. If you are more likable, if you're fun to work with, people are going to want to work with you. Everybody is doing this full time. Everybody's trying to make money. Everybody's trying to go home and have fun with their kids. Nobody is trying to get bombarded at midnight by an aggressive guy that is not aligned on everything. He's not engaged. He just talks when he wants to. He's not dependable. He talks over me. I was at a meeting one time. I was with my partner, Hayato, and we were having lunch with this guy. He was a guy that was going to invest with us or something like that. We were here in Miami. We sit down, we get the menu, we order. He's like, hey guys, sorry, real quick, I got to take a call. We're in the fucking restaurant. He takes out his AirPods. He takes them out, he puts them in his ears, and he puts the phone right on the table like this, his phone. He takes the fucking call there. It's okay if you have an urgent call you have to take and someone's dying. Get up, go outside, and take the phone call. He sat there for 15 minutes. The food arrived and he started eating it on the phone call in front of us. And it was like a thing where like I was gonna offer to lunch kind of if you were interested in investing in real estate just to see if you would invest. This guy starts eating on the fucking phone call in front of us. I text Hato, I'm like, this guy's such a piece of shit. And so that goes back to the likability factor. You treat your realtor like that, good luck getting more deals. You treat anybody who's trying to get you deals with that, good fucking luck. And so some of the other notes I had here was like, send thank you messages after closing, make the brokers feel valued, build relationships, keep your word, be the calmest person in the room when things go sideways, like be likable, be easy to work with, be a good person, which I know is probably hard. And if you're not a good person, it's probably going to be tough in this business because this real estate business is all based around trust and likability, building relationships with people. Sadly, there's not much AI that can kind of take over this at this point because you are buying something from somebody else. So it's not like you can have a machine own the properties and you can like just work with the machines. So it's not manufacturing, it's nothing like that. Hope that was helpful for you. Hope you learned a lot from the deal framework. Again, a DEAL, you have dependability, engagement, alignment, and likability. Those 4 things, if you implement those 4 things to go out there and find the best real estate deals, that is how you'll win deals over and over, just like how I have over the last 10 years. Last thing, if you make over $200,000 a year, or you make over $300,000 a year if you're married, or you have $1 million net worth, I would love to partner up with you and buy apartment buildings across the country. We bought a couple of buildings this year. We're constantly looking for deals. We're constantly implementing this deal framework. So if you want to go out there and invest in multifamily actively, passively, single family, multifamily, whatever you would like to do, click the link down below, top of the description. There's also a couple other things if you want to invest passively into some single family turnkeys or flip your own houses. There's some other links there as well for you to check out. Thanks for staying till the end of the video. Please make sure to like and subscribe to my channel to get more videos like this, and I will see you on the next one.